Hey guys, I need to clean a buddy's G6R, so I figured I might as well make a video on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to totally strip it and pretty much give it the one over from the ground up. So what I have here is I got the gun, I got a trifle, I got a tester, I got some Dow 55, and I got an SLP tank to test the pressures when I'm done, and then a couple microfibers. So I'm going to go ahead and start stripping this gun down and go from there. So start off with the rag, just unscrews obviously, and then just tap out or pull out the internals. Comes out like so. Let me adjust this. Camera angle's kind of funky, so I'm just gonna wipe things down as I take them out, and then set them off to the side. I'll call that the clean rag. Alright, got some Q-tips. Just a few, just so I can get some of the smaller parts. It's kind of, I mean, you don't need to clean your gun this detailed that often, but that's just what I got out of just right here. I mean, it gets pretty gunked up over time with use. A lot of people don't like to clean their guns as often as I do, but whatever, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. So here's the LPR, put that to the side. I'm going to start stripping this down actually. Actually, pretty dry, if you ask me. Screwdriver, take out the eyes. The eyes have Phillips screws holding them. Let's see if that'll focus. See a little Phillips screw right there. And then the other one is located right down where the ram is. See if you can see. There it is. Okay. I had to get a wrench because this damn thing's on there so damn tight. There's one right there, kind of caked in paint, and then there's the other one right there. So you see a line right there. If you get the light on it, those screws just hold the body together. So I just gotta take those out. Okay, paint that screw has some paint on it. Okay, so once you get those screws off, they're gonna just kind of come apart like that. You gotta be careful for that spring, and then right there is your poppet. Okay, so this just goes right to your LPR, so that's hollow. And then this is what the poppet looks like. And then that too just goes all the way. Let's see if I can get that on camera. So you can see through, you can see that set screw in there. But that too just goes all the way through. So just cleaning that out. There's a little O-ring that ends up sitting right here, just so you know. You don't want to lose that. That's where that O-ring goes. Okay, so now I'm just cleaning where the ram goes. Pretty dirty in there. I'm a dirty girl. Just take a little bit of your Dow 55, put it right on that back O-ring right there. And that goes right back into the gun. After you put a nice even coat. Before I put this together, I forgot you gotta put lube on the sealing O-ring right here. It's the one that I was showing you earlier. A little bit of lube on there. And a little bit of lube around. A little bit of lube around this O-ring. Right here. Another thing I want to mention is when you put the spring back in, it's not like a flat spring. It kind of goes at a point. The skinny part goes around the poppet like that. And then the bigger part ends up going right down there. And this goes together like that. One thing I want to point out real quick when you're putting this body back together is there are two really small O-rings right here and right there. You want to make sure those are in there along with this one right here. Long ass screws back into the to the rag. That's a lot of lube, but you made that much. So I'll take some extra off. So you lube up piston, a little bit of lube on these shims, and then take a little bit, not much, but just a little bit, and kind of put it around the inside. And then it goes back like this. Oops. Focus. And then just like that. That's what it'll look like, and then that, we'll put a little bit of lube on this O-ring. And that just goes right back in. This little nub, this little screw hands are just going right in that hole, in case you need a line of sight. Alright, so then the LPR, I'm not really exactly sure how to take this thing apart, so I won't be doing that. So I'm just going to re-lube those O-rings a little bit while I lube the rammer, or the ram, I keep saying rammer. Just take some Dow 55, that's a lot. And too much. Put it on these O-rings and on the ram. Make sure it's not gunked up, nice and smooth and clean looking. Just like that. I think this is, that's pretty much how I do it. That just goes right into the back. Take your back cap, little O-ring right there. Try to make sure you don't pinch, so I kind of put the bottom in first. Do it the right way up. I kind of put the bottom in first, and then push the whole deal on, like so. Alright, so put that back screw on. Take some Tri-Flow, and I put a drop on each O-ring, and then I just kind of smooth it out. And then call that good. Alright, I was going to test out the pressures, but for some reason my damn my gauge just broke on this. Let's see what's below 0. It should be right at 0. Piece of shit. Alright, but I know the gun doesn't leak, so there's it aired up. Throw a battery in there. Gun works, no leaks. Pretty easy gun to put back together. There you go, maintenance on the G6R. Thanks, guys.